Hey guys! Welcome to Renovating My Model Airport Part 2. This is what it looked like last time. I needed to redesign my airport because the terminal was too big for planes to move around the airport, and I wanted to add a few more buildings. Here's the general idea of what I wanted to look like. The first thing I wanted to tackle was the runway. Basically what I did, is to the runway, I glued some thin cardboard on the bottom, which came from some I don't know, ice cream bars box I think. I did that so the runway stopped blowing around when the fan in the room turns on, and because the runway started folding itself in ways I didn't really like. The next thing was to make some jetways. I make them in 5 to 7 pieces. The first 3 pieces, which were always included, were the walls of the jetway. 2 of the pieces, which weren't in all of the jetways, were cylinders I cut, because the hinges of jetways are round rotunda-like structures, but it didn't make it look much better, and it didn't make building the rest of the jetway easier, so I just stopped making them. The next piece was the canopy. Those are the black things that extend from the jetway to the plane itself. The last bit was the cube on top saying the gate number. I'll explain how I made each part. For the walls of the jetways, I cut out some 2-inch wide strips of paper, and then folded one side, and made it small, so it becomes easier to make a 3D shape. I folded the remaining 95% into 4 pieces, so make it a rectangular prism. I grabbed a pencil and drew some lines vertically so it makes the little lines on the side that I think are for changing the length. I forgot to mention I was watching cooking shows during like 80% of this project. I made the cube by photoshopping a cube design, so it has tabs to fold, and it has the gate number. Oh, and never mind. It's actually 7 to 9 pieces, because I added some things at the bottom to make the jetways taller. I made a total of 11 jetways for my airport, and then I was done. It took probably about 50 to 70 minutes to make each jetways, including drying time, but only about 20 for the actual making of them. I forgot to get footage, but I completely covered the tarmac. I covered them with these square tiles I photoshopped, but my printer is really annoying, so I accidentally made about 30 of them, instead of the 10 copies I wanted. I'll glue them with the grey side touching each other, like cardstock, making the terminal walls and stuff stronger. It in turn makes it so I don't need to purchase cardstock, and I can get rid of those. I've already started working on the terminal, but I'm not gonna show that. The terminal will be part 3. It might be a few weeks until then, because I'm going on vacation in another state for a week to see family, 3 days after publishing this video. I might upload the takeoff and landing of the flights though. Because of this, I have a week where I can't work on it, but I'll try my best to get it done soon. Thank you for watching, and come back for part 3.